JPC, JPC, out there, JPC, JPC. We must work to develop the country like a system. This is where the JPC will assist in. JPC, JPC, out there, JPC, JPC. More money in your pocket, more jobs for your friend with economic growth benefits never end. Yo, JPC, JPC, out JPC, out there.
Welcome to our third episode of Productivity Vybz, where we serve to interpret your views on productivity. Last week in episode 2, we spoke about personal productivity with Mr. Giovanni Simmons as our guest. Today we'll be speaking about why students underperform in high school, and we have Mr. Ricardo Ricketts to guide us through various questions. Mr. Ricardo Ricketts has dominated academics at Kingston College since his enrollment in 2012. Where he's a consistent top 10 performer in his year group and an honor roll student. He performed exceptionally well in the CSEC and CAPE exams, having attained 11 CSEC subjects and 5 CAPE Unit 1s, and is currently awaiting his CAPE Unit 2. He was also one of the deputy head boy of Kingston College for the last academic year and a captain of his Gibson House. In September 2019, Mr. Ricketts will be pursuing a Bachelor of Science degree in accounting at the University of the West Indies, where he is now on the path of becoming a well-established forensic accountant. Welcome, Mr. Ricketts.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Ricketts. So tell us, in your opinion, what causes students to underperform in high school?
Well, underachievement in high school stems from indiscipline, one. Secondly, it stems from the socialization process in the home and also in the community. And the next issue is with regard to the negative influences in and outside of the school environment.
So I believe you spoke about negative influences.
Yes.
How does negative influences affect students in society?
Well, one is that it teaches indiscipline, because most of the negative influences comes from the social media and from the music platform, and many persons they tend to adapt to this type of lifestyle, listening to these artists doing what they are doing outside of closed doors, and it basically gives a negative light on it.
So does bad behavior affect learning? Because you have some persons that they are troublesome but they still achieve at school. So
bad behavior does affect the students because, for one, it disrupts the teacher's class.
Yes.
And with that, the students tend to now have like a group or a posse where they tend to like have a set agenda that on this day they plan to disrupt the person's class. So it prevents some persons from learning. And
So outside of the external influences, let's look at syllabus. Is the syllabus not too large that it cannot be taught in one semester?
Well, I'm speaking of the CSEC and CAPE syllabus now. I think it is definitely too large and it should be cut down. Especially, I did history in high school, and the length or the bulk of work that I have to do in 8 months, it's really pressuring, and it puts pressure on the teacher and also stress on the student.
When you have your CXC,
It's not easy.
So, what are your coping mechanisms to ensure that you maintain high achievements? Because you talk about history being, a very strenuous subject. How do you cope?
Well, my coping mechanism has to deal with having a good support system. So I have my family behind me, pushing me, motivating me, and then it's personal now where it comes on to having discipline, commitment. Being able to know that you have a goal and you are striving to achieve that goal in 10 or 15 years time.
Okay. And I guess your school also feel that So what positive vibes would you like to share with students who are currently underperforming, and it's sometimes discouraging because you're not getting the right grades and you're feeling beaten? How can you help students who are underperforming?
Well, students who are underperforming, what I would advise them to do is to seek help from persons who are good in academics. So try to get that friend where you can talk to, because friends, they encourage you the most because they spend most of the time at school. So it's best if you get some support from your friends and also the guidance counselor. she or he is there to encourage you, to motivate you. So that's the best advice I can give.
Alright, Mr. Ricketts, so how can we be more productive in high school?
First thing, it's very important that you form study groups. Secondly, it would be good if you have like a study timetable at home where you can allot certain amount of time into studying. And thirdly, it's very important that you go to your teacher one side and say, Miss, can you explain this topic? It's really good because they show interest in what you are actually doing at school.
Okay, so whose business is everybody's business?
Productivity is everybody's
Productivity
business.
is everybody's business. So, Mr. Ricketts, on behalf of the Jamaica Productivity Centre, I would like to thank you for being on set today, sharing your experience and positive vibes, and we wish you success in your professional pathways. Thank you, Mr. Ricketts.
Thank you.
Mr. Ricketts spoke about, good support system. A good support system can be beneficial to you, linking with persons who are beneficial in your community or in your family. Family members that can motivate you and they will help you positively. Mr. Ricketts also spoke about setting goals. Goals are very important because you're able to complete tasks to your best of your ability and in a manner that is timely, so you can get things out of the way and you're able to do new tasks. Selective in the type of music you listen to. Thirdly, being more disciplined. This speaks to dropping the unruly attitude that may affect not just your learning but other persons who are trying to learn in your class. Finally, other attributes that promote discipline is arriving to school on time, making a study timetable. Let us just take some of the tips that Ricardo has left us with. Remember, productivity is everybody's business.